Russia's military buildup in the Arctic, implications for NATO. Russia's military buildup in the Arctic is a growing concern for NATO, as it represents a potential challenge to the alliance's security and stability in the region. In this analysis, we will examine Russia's military buildup in the Arctic and its implications for NATO. Russia's military buildup in the Arctic. Russia has been increasing its military presence in the Arctic in recent years, driven in part by the region's strategic significance and its abundance of natural resources. Some of the key elements of Russia's military buildup in the Arctic include 1. Infrastructure. Russia has been investing heavily in the development of infrastructure in the Arctic, including the construction of new ports, airfields, and military bases. This infrastructure is designed to support military operations in the region and to facilitate the extraction of natural resources. Military forces. Russia has been increasing its military presence in the Arctic, including the deployment of additional troops, ships, and aircraft. Russia has also been developing new weapons systems that are specifically designed for use in the Arctic, including drones, submarines, and icebreakers. Exercises and training. Russia has been conducting a growing number of military exercises and training programs in the Arctic, including joint exercises with other countries like China. These exercises are designed to enhance Russia's military capabilities in the region and to demonstrate its strategic reach. Implications for NATO. Russia's military buildup in the Arctic has a number of implications for NATO, including 1. Security and stability. Russia's military buildup in the Arctic represents a potential challenge to NATO's security and stability in the region. The deployment of new weapons systems and the development of new infrastructure could enable Russia to project power further into the region and to potentially threaten NATO member states. Resource competition. The Arctic is home to a significant amount of natural resources, including oil, gas, and minerals. The competition for these resources could lead to tensions between Russia and other countries, including NATO member states. Environmental concerns. The Arctic is a fragile ecosystem that is vulnerable to climate change and other environmental risks. The military buildup in the region could exacerbate these risks and lead to environmental degradation. International law. The Arctic is subject to a complex web of international law, including the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. Russia's military buildup in the region could potentially violate these laws and lead to tensions with other countries. NATO's response. NATO has responded to Russia's military buildup in the Arctic with a range of measures designed to enhance its own capabilities and to deter potential aggression from Russia. Some of the key elements of NATO's response include 1. Military presence. NATO has been increasing its military presence in the Arctic, including through the deployment of additional troops, ships, and aircraft. This is designed to enhance NATO's ability to monitor and respond to potential threats in the region. Exercises and training. NATO has been conducting a growing number of military exercises and training programs in the Arctic, both on its own and in cooperation with partner countries like Sweden and Finland. These exercises are designed to enhance NATO's military capabilities in the region and to demonstrate its commitment to collective defense. Intelligence sharing. NATO has been increasing its intelligence sharing and cooperation with partner countries in the region, including Norway and Denmark. This is designed to enhance NATO's understanding of the security situation in the Arctic and to facilitate the sharing of information and resources. Environmental protection. NATO has also been working to address environmental concerns in the Arctic, including through the development of new technologies and best practices for mitigating environmental risks associated with military activities. Analysis. Russia's military buildup in the Arctic represents a potential challenge to NATO's security and stability in the region, as well as to international law and environmental concerns. NATO's response has been focused on enhancing its own capabilities and demonstrating its commitment to collective defense, while also engaging in constructive dialogue and cooperation with partner countries in the region. One of the key challenges facing NATO in the Arctic is the competition for natural resources, particularly oil and gas. This competition could potentially lead to tensions and conflicts between NATO member states and Russia, and it will be important for all parties to work together to find a peaceful and cooperative way to address this issue. Another challenge facing NATO in the Arctic is the need to balance military and environmental concerns. The Arctic is a fragile ecosystem that is vulnerable to environmental degradation, and military activities in the region could exacerbate these risks. NATO will need to work closely with partner countries and environmental organizations to ensure that its military activities in the Arctic are conducted in a way that minimizes their impact on the environment. Looking forward, it will be important for NATO to continue to monitor Russia's military activities in the Arctic and to respond appropriately to potential threats. This will require a continued investment in new technologies and capabilities, as well as a commitment to working together with partner countries in the region. Ultimately, a peaceful and cooperative approach to the Arctic is in the interest of all parties, and NATO will play an important role in promoting this approach in the years ahead.